Hi guys, in this video we will see how we can add activities in the project. But first we need to open the activities and you need also need to understand their Primavera P6 uses for the different terminologies. So it uses this folder option for the project and a green color caption for the activity. So uh, uh, for adding a activity into the project, we just need to open a project. So for that, you just need to right click on the project and click on the open. You can also do that by using the shortcut key Control plus O, but I choose this method for adding activity. So now this you will see this window, and in this window there is no activity added. So you can change the width of the column. So let's do that. So in this window, you will see different options: the original duration, the remaining duration, schedule percentage complete, start, finish, and total floor. So these are the different options that are offered by the Primavera V6. If you are comfortable with these options, if you want to use these options or these columns, then it's okay. Otherwise, you can also change the column. And how you can do that? You need to right click on the upper tab. So when you click on the option, let's see, let me redo that. Right click here and go to columns and a new window will be opened. So in this window, you will see different options. So the right side is the basically all the columns that you see in your current view. So you can change that. So if I don't want a remaining duration, so click here and then click here. So click here and the option will be removed. Similarly, I don't want schedule percentage complete. Again, I remove it from here. So I also don't need total floor. I also remove it from here. So I have I have removed all the unnecessary columns from here, but I need a predecessor column here. So how I can do that? You can click here and you go click on the find and enter here let's enter just pre and you will see predecessor details. Click on the predecessor, and now if you want to add the column, click here. So and you can change the hierarchy. So I want activity name ID, activity name, duration, then start, finish, and then predecessor. Also I need resources here. On the apply and then click on the OK. So you can see the view of the main window has been changed as per your own desire. Now let's see how we can add activities into our project. So there are different methods of doing that. If you want to add activity, you can right click here and then go to add. This will create a activity. This is one method of doing it. Other method is, let's just delete it. The other method is on the right side, on the right side, you see a plus button here. And on the plus button, just click here and another activity will be created. But in this scenario, a complete dialog box will be opened, which will guide you through the process of creation and activity. So you can see the activity ID. The default activity ID is A1000. So this is a default naming scheme of the Primavera P6. I recommend you don't change this scheme because this is a default. Otherwise, you have to create your own scheme for your project. So enter the name. Let's say the first activity is A and click on the next and then the WBS. There are different WBS that are part of the project. So we have not created a WBS yet, but we will also see how we can create a WBS. Enter OK. Next, activity type. There are different types of activities that are offered by the Primavera P6. The first one is finish milestone. As we know that milestones are particular point of time at which you achieve something. So this is a finish milestone. You can do that, but I will choose task dependent and click on the next. And here you can also assign the resources. So you can also assign the resources in the later phases. So I will skip this, and you can enter the type of the duration. So that's Four different types of the duration we will study in detail. What is the meaning of each one? Fixed duration and units, fixed duration and unit or time, fixed unit or time. Click on the next, and here you can enter the duration of the activity. So the duration, let's say we keep it as a 10 days. Next. So in this section, you can either choose to configure the relationship of the activity with the previous activities, or you can do it in the later phases. So as I have already only created one activity, so I cannot do it now. So I will skip it next, and I will also not enter the activity information, enter and next. So in this way, you have created a activity. Now this activity is a single standalone activity. Now the best practice of creating a project is through the creation of WBS. In the next video, we'll see how we can create our own WBS, which are basically a step above the activity in the Microsoft in the Primavera. In this video, we will learn about organizational breakdown structure, which is known as OBS in Primavera P6. OBS is basically the hierarchy of your organization, how your organization is arranged. You can see in your organization as well that there are different roles defined, there are different hierarchical structure defined. There is a manager, then assistant manager, then their officers. So these are the different level of authorities that are defined by your HR department in your organization. So you can easily create your OBS in your Primavera P6, and during the planning, OBS provides a lot of aids and a lot of help in the creation of a perfect plan for your project. So for a practice, I have created a OBS, a sample OBS for you guys, and I will also provide this as a resource in the training material. You can see that the organization has a CEO and another CEO. There are two project managers. This is basically a projectized organization. A projectized organization is a type of organization which executes the project, which has no operational department. They are basically they earn profit and they earn revenue from the projects. So there are two project manager, and under the project manager two, there are four managers, which are schedule manager, technical manager, procurement manager, and finance manager. And under these managers respective, there are different assistant manager and then sub officers. These are the different hierarchical level of in the OBS. So you can see that there are different levels. The CEO is at the level 1. So you can see that this is level 1, this is level 2, this is level 3, this is level 4, this is level 5, and this is level 6. So there are total 6 levels in the OBS. So if you are asked the how many levels are in your OBS, you can easily calculate that from seeing the OBS picture. So let's see how we can create a OBS in Primavera P6. So open the Primavera P6, go to Enterprise, click on OBS, and here you can see the Enterprise as a first OBS. So click on Add, and when you click on the add, the error appears which with the name. In order to add an OBS element, the filter will be changed to display all the OBS elements. So just like EPS, Primavera P6 also has by default OBS. So let's see which OBS are offered by the P6. So click here, and you can see that these are the different OBS structures provided by the Primavera P6. You can easily delete them. So click here, right click here, or just click here and then click on the delete button and press OK. And not delete this row. There must always be at least one OBS. Okay, so for that you just create a new OBS and move it outside. So this is our OBS. Let's see, CEO, and I can delete the rest and click on the shift and down button and delete all of these. So now all the OBS structure has been deleted except the CEO. So in our enterprise, there is only one CEO, and you can also rename it. So for example, my company name is ABC Private dot Limited. If you want to do that, otherwise you can also rename it as a CEO. Okay, and below you nurse project manager one, project manager one, and then you can enter here as a CEO, and then you can also enter as a OBS, which is project manager two. Now these both project manager one and two are part of the CEO, or under the direct authority of the COP. You can increase the size of the window. Now we, as per our diagram, there are four managers: schedule manager, technical manager, procurement manager, financial manager. So let's enter them. So enter schedule manager, then technical manager, and then finance manager, and then quality manager. I think that's it. These are the four managers under the project manager, and I think it's procurement manager also. Sorry, under the technical manager there is a quality manager. So another is procurement manager. Okay. So these are the managers under the project manager too. But the finance quality manager, finance manager, and under the technical manager we have electrical manager, civil manager, and quality manager. So we need to enter electrical manager, civil manager. Okay. And these are under technical, so I will bring the technical manager below and quality manager also down. Now technical, electrical, and civil, the electrical, quality, and civil are under the technical manager. So here similarly quality manager, I will also left indent, right indent, and also. Now the technical manager is the supervisor of quality manager, electrical manager, and civil manager. You can minimize it. Now coming to the schedule manager, there is only one person, that is assistant planner. So enter the role of assistant planner, and assistant planner comes directly under the authority of schedule plan manager and right in that. Now schedule manager is the supervisor of assistant planner. So that is part of the. So we have also done this part, and we have also done this part till here. Now quality officer and quality tester comes under the quality manager. So click here and then add here quality officer, and then quality tester. Okay. Now these are the resources, and these resources are under quality manager. These are the resources under the quality. Similarly, in the electrical, under the electrical manager, there is electrical engineer, associate electrical engineer. So add here electrical engineer. Again add associate electrical engineer. Okay. And these are under the direct supervision of electrical manager. Right in that. Similarly, under civil manager, they are civil engineer, okay, and associate civil engineer. And you can write indented. Okay. So this is why I'm using these options for the changing the hierarchy of resources. So associate engineers are under the civil engineer. And similarly, associate engineers are under the electrical engineer. So this is how I have completed the technical resources. Now coming back to the now the for the procurement manager, there are two resources, procurement officers. There are two procurement officers. So enter here, click add procurement officer, let's say one, and then procurement officer two. Yes. Now click on the procurement officer, right intent, and procurement officer two, right intent. Procurement officer section is also complete. Now finance manager has two resources, two finance officers. So click on the finance manager, click on add, and enter finance officer one, let's say, and finance officer two. And finance officer right intent, finance officer two right. So this is how you basically created the whole OBS structure. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask. You can also change the change the view here. So if I want to change the chart view, just click here, you will see the chart view. Increase the window. See that this is my OBS. So there is a mistake. A mistake is that project manager one and two and all manager are at the same level. So we need to change that. Again, go back to the tabular view and